Hello YouTube, and welcome to the dojo. We're here with Transformers Prime Dreadwing. And to start off, I'm just going to say he has got a lot of undercarriage going on. From the top he looks great, he looks fantastic, but unfortunately, all his wings and stuff is very thin and flat, while you can see his legs here are very big and round, so it makes them stand out. They don't really look much like anything. And also his waist is just sticking out right there. Fortunately, it's very many. There's a lot of shapes going on, which is really what's making it stick out more. But other than that, he still looks fine. That's not going to stop anyone from getting this guy. He's still a great figure. He's got some good blue going on with the gold, and he's got some rubber pieces. All the black parts are rubber. Cool Decepticons logos right there. And also, you can take his gun and plug it into the top of him, but it doesn't look that great, especially since it can't even come down all the way. And also you can plug it into the bottom of the wing, which is very hard because his leg gets in the way. See his leg, it really gets in the way there, so you can't really get it in there. But if you want, you can get his sword in there pretty well. You can find the hole. It's kind of hard to see over there. If you want, you can put his sword there and on the top. You fly by, stabbing things. Still looks great this way. He does have his hand showing, which is a bit off-putting, but you just look past it. And one thing I want to point out is how they cheaped out on the gun. You can't really tell, but the gun mold and the thruster mold are exactly the same. They use the same mold, different colors. That's about it. So they kind of cheaped out on the gun, just took the thruster and made it a gun. Anyways, let's move on to transformation. Transform this guy, just put his landing gear back up. He does still have landing gear here, but it's just molded in, doesn't even spin. Just pull apart the legs. There's a lot of pegs. See here, there's like some, you have to do some unpegging with the waist and the legs there. It's kind of hard to see. And then also here, there's some tabs in this wing, but it's very easy to get out. And you just bring that down, and you have a, I don't exactly know what it's called, girl walk or something. I've heard people use it. I'm not really sure what that means. I don't know. If I'm wrong, correct me. But from what I can gather, it's having legs on a plane. That's about all I know about it. I don't know what it's... I don't even think I'm pronouncing it. I don't even think it's called girl walk. But that's, yeah. There's the legs. And he's halfway there. His transformation reminds me a lot of Voyager Megatron. They both have very kind of elaborate transformations where there's a lot of moving things around, and you have to get a lot of clearance. Also, there's a million hinges. Like, there's a hinge. I'll count them off later. There is, I believe, 14, maybe 15 hinges on this guy. Come on. Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. This one's really stiff. You gotta be careful. There we go. Get that out of the way for later. This one's really easy, though. This one is not that stiff. So, get that out of the way for later. Pull apart what will be the shoulder pads. Just pull those off. And then, if you can, just move these arms out of the way for now. And then, let's see if I can... You can't really move them out of the way for now. Let's see. Just leave that. And this part's a challenge for me. You want to split right here. But it's very hard. It's in there real tight. The pegs, see these pegs here and the holes, it gets in there real tight. So just, if you can, well, you're supposed to split it, but it looks like it's fighting me. Anyways, it's probably because the armor's in the way. I didn't think that was the same side, but whatever. So you want to take this, fold it down, take the nose cone, fold it down, bring his head up. You can get it. Oops, gotta move some stuff out of the way. See, he's got lots of hinges. As you can see, he's just a big mess. You have to move things around to get clearance every now and then. And then bring this. Hopefully you can fit him. Let's see if we can try fitting him a different way. See, it's just there's a lot of clearance issues is the problem. You have to get everything just right just to fit his head out of the way. What's going on, head? Oh boy. There we go. There we go. So, get his head out. unfold it, and then what you want to do is make sure everything is all unfolded here. Bring his whole, what's going to be his whole chest, torso area, and then just fold it down and out of the way. Oh, I'm going to need a lot of clearance. This guy is a bit of a challenge. There's going to be some editing in this because I don't exactly remember how I did it. I always forget at this part. I don't know why I always have like... I forget how this... Oh, no wonder. I always do this. Bring that part down. Bring this whole section down. And out. You can. There we go. Hold his arms. Bring them out of the way if you can. Or you should. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. Head down. Get these shoulders, the armor, and then bring up the arms. And then you want to twist them so that way they face the right way. Then you got the hands. So as you can see, he's got lots of articulation just off the bat. Got his legs there. Then you're going to do some fiddling with his backpack. Bring this part up, the thruster up, and then, oh, I already moved it out of the way, but you're supposed to bring these down, but I already moved it, so it's easy. And there you go. There we have his robot mode. Didn't stand at all. There we go. And also I want to point out, his head is completely rubber. It's a bit of a bummer, but his head is 100% pure grade rubber. Yep. And then also you could take his sword, put it in his hand. The sword looks great. I love the sword. Looks just like it did in the show, so that's great. That's accurate. And you can also, for storage, he's got this little peg in the back, or a little peg hole. You kind of have it angled or something. Ready to draw it in a moment's notice. And also, I have his gun that I took the spring out. Vehicle mode does kind of suck. His robot mode definitely makes up for it. He definitely has an awesome robot mode. For articulation, you can bring his leg up about that much. But he's a big guy, so you don't need to bring it that much anyway. His knee goes like that. So basically, it looks like he's hopping on one foot, but that's about it. You can bring his leg up more backwards than you can forwards, actually. So you can bring him all the way to his back and touch his back. He does have wrist swivel all the way, 360. He does have swivel almost at the shoulder right here. You can go also 360. He's got a hinge that's transparent plastic, which is unfortunate because one day that'll probably break from time, just from nothing. It'll be sitting on your shelf and his arms will be gone. It kind of sucks. That's why I don't like transparent plastic. But it does look cool right now, so we'll live with it. His head is very difficult to move, but once you get it going, it will go 360. He does have light piping, but it's blocked out by the eyes. And as you can see, this piece kind of just sits there. Nothing really attaches on, but that's alright, I guess. Doesn't really need to be moved that much. You can move these around. I kind of like it. It does give you more range of movement. But then again, if you want to have your shoulders nice and flat, it does expose the nothingness. So you kind of just want to have find a good angle for him. And his thruster, you know, you can move it if you want. See, you kind of have it angled. Looks like he's getting ready to take off. Wings can move. You can have them up. You can have them down. Do whatever you want. Just find the proper pose that you want, and you can do it. As I was saying before, this guy is a hinge former. So lots of hinges. Tons and tons of hinges. No waist movement. And his feet can go down due to transformation, but that's it. They don't go any more up. And that's really it for his posability. This is a team you don't want to mess with.